Join and play today on GeForce Now. What is up, everybody? It's Project Storm, and it's another GFN Thursday, and with it brings around 16 new titles that's newly added to the GeForce Now library, and we're about to talk about it all right here. All right, what is up, everybody? As you can see right here, we're live streaming this, cooking it up at 4K 60 FPS. And right now you're looking at blogs.nvidia.com, and the reason I take you here is because I like to go here to catch up on everything that Nvidia is doing. All right, well, right now what we're going to focus on is going back in time 3 weeks ago to let you all know that Counter-Strike 2 came in clutch and is now available to be streamed at up to 4K 120 FPS on GeForce Now Ultimate, and even 1080p 240 FPS. Just 2 weeks ago, the sky was the limit as City Skylines hit GeForce Now and is also streamable at up to 4K 120 FPS. But this game is so beautiful and so demanding, and so much is going on at one time. Do not be surprised if you don't hit that 120, all right? But the game is magnificent. I've jumped in, started building the city, and I just got hooked on it. I had to let it go because it was so addicting. But I will be back to show you all where my progress has landed me right now, you all, in City 13. And that's a variation of City 17 from Half-Life 2, you all. But last week, GeForce November came, and with it is going to bring over 50 new games to GeForce Now. Now, if that's not enough, let's go ahead and enter a world of samurai and demons as GFN Thursday brings Capcom's Onimusha Warlords to the cloud. Plus 16 new games join the GeForce Now library. Now, shout out to the GeForce Now community, where amazing things happen like DLSS 3, frame generation, ray reconstruction, Nvidia Reflex plus boost, ray tracing, 1080p 240Hz streaming, 120 FPS at 4K. Man, I can't keep up anymore, y'all, and I don't even try. Now, if you're interested in checking out the conference for the era of AI, that will be coming up this spring, March 18th through the 21st, 2024. But right now, we're about to wield the blade and embrace the way of the samurai for some thrilling action as Onimusha Warlords comes to GeForce Now this week. Members can experience feudal Japan in this hack and slash adventure game in the cloud. It's part of an action-packed GFN Thursday with 16 more games joining the cloud gaming platforms library, and they're always hiding right up here. And we're going to shout out the developers and publishers of those games, and we're going to get you all out of here, but not before we talk about some Ubisoft account linking. So stay tuned. Forging Destinies. Capcom's popular Onimusha Warlords is newly supported in the cloud this week, just in time for those tuning into the recently released Netflix anime adaptation. Fight against the evil warlord Nobunaga Oda and his army of demons as samurai Samanosuke Akechi explore feudal Japan, wield swords, use ninja techniques, and solve puzzles to defeat enemies. The action-adventure hack-and-slash game has been enhanced with improved controls for smoother swordplay mechanics, an updated soundtrack, and more. Ultimate members can stream the game in ultra-wide resolution with up to 8 hours each gaming session for riveting samurai action. Endless games is what we're looking at on GeForce Now, you all. There's been a lot of games that was recently announced over the last couple months. I mean, like, so many that I really can't even keep up with. All I can do is stream these games for you all, though. So if you would like to see what these games look like running on the ultimate tier, that's GFN's highest tier, then keep it locked right here. Hit the subscribe button. Forget about it. Hit the like button if you can appreciate what I'm doing right now, as well as GeForce Now and cloud gaming, or just gaming in itself. Hit that like button. Don't be afraid. But roguelike fans and GeForce Now members have been enjoying Sega's Endless Dungeon in the cloud. Recruit a team of shipwrecked heroes, plunge into a long-abandoned space station, and protect the crystal against never-ending waves of monsters. Never accept defeat. Get reloaded and try again. On top of that, check out the 16 newly supported games joining the GeForce NOW library this week. But before we do that, we're going to go down and I'm going to send you all over to Twitter X, where you can follow GeForce NOW at Nvidia GFN. And over here, they're going to ask questions and they're definitely going to touch base with the community and give you all updates as soon as they're available. So I urge you all to go over and follow GeForce NOW on Twitter right now. But they want you to share a game that more people should be playing. For me, I'm going to go with Rainbow Six Extraction since we have Ubisoft to talk about next. Rainbow Six Extraction deserves to be played a whole lot more, man. And because of Siege, I think that people have not forgotten about it, but I don't think people gave it a fair shake because of Rainbow Six Siege, all right, and its popularity. Now, it's time to take you all up here real quick. And we're going to get to the first game of the day, which is The Invincible. This one right here dropped on November 6, 2023 to very positive reviews on Steam. Developed by Starward Industries, published by 11-Bit Studios. Shout out. Next up, we have RoboQuest. Very positive reviews overall on Steam. November 7th release date. Developed by Rise Up Studios, published by them as well as Starbreeze Publishing. Next up, we have Stronghold Definitive Edition. All right, very positive reviews. And see, this is what I'm talking about right here, because a game does not have to be for me. A game does not have to be for you. But the game is for somebody, and that's all that should matter, right? But very positive reviews, released on November 7, 2023, developed by and published by Firefly Studios. Shout out. Next up, we have Dungeons 4. And this right here is over on the Xbox Game Store. Developed by Realm Forge Studios. Published by Calypso Media. Released on November 8th, 2023. So some fairly new games, you all. Next is Space Trash Scavenger. Released November 9th, which is today, 2023. Developed by Square Play Games. Published by Paradox Arc. Next up, we have Airport CEO. Right now, this game is sitting on mostly positive reviews recently and very positive overall. Released on March 4th, 2021. Developed by and published by APOG Labs. Next up, we have Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. And this one's developed by Red Dot Games, published by Playway SA. Next up, we have Farming Simulator 19. And I played this game before, and I had a good time with it. See, games like Farming Simulator 19 and City Skylines 2 and so many other games, I never thought I'd see myself on those games, but I actually enjoy them. Once you jump in, you just never know what your experience might be like. Now, this one's developed by Giant Software, published by Focus Home Interactive. Shout out. Next is Goner and Goner 2. Both developed by and published by Art and Heart, publisher Raw Fury. All right. So we're going to go ahead and skip to the next game, which is Jurassic World Evolution 2. Developed by and published by Frontier Developments. Released on November 9th, 2021. Next is Onimusha Warlords. This game right here dropped a very positive reviews, and rightfully so. I love this franchise. You all played Onimusha games back in the day, decades ago it seems. Released on January 15, 2019. Developed and published by Capcom. Next up, we have Planet of Lana. This one right here was developed by Wishfully, published by Thunderful Publishing. Next up, we have Cube 10th Anniversary. This one right here was developed and published by Toxic Games, released on September 29th, 2022. All right. Next, we have Trailmakers, developed by Flashbulb Games, and published by them as well. Released on September 18, 2019. Next is Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. Hell of a title, and I love it. All right. Developed by Snoozy Kazoo, published by Graffiti Games. All right. Now, next up, we're going to talk about whether Ubisoft account linking work with Ubisoft Plus members on GeForce Now. And the answer is yes. As it says right here, you can find this link in the description section below. But yes, it says Ubisoft account linking works with Ubisoft Plus memberships. Simply launch a supported Ubisoft Plus game on GeForce Now, and it will be added to your library on future launches. If that sounds confusing, don't worry. I'm going to simplify it in a second because I have the desktop PC app open right down here so I can show you how to do that. It says, or if you have already added games in your Ubisoft Connect PC app, use the sync option to add games to the GeForce Now library. Note, you must have an active Ubisoft Plus membership to play. If your Ubisoft Plus membership has expired, you will be unable to launch these games on GeForce Now. You will also continue to see these Ubisoft Plus games in your My Library, and account linking will not automatically remove them. All right. Now for me, I'm going to go ahead and show you all what the actual process is. And here's a lot of those games right now in my library. All right. Now we're going to go up here to settings. And as you see right here, Ubisoft is right here. And I've already synced mine, but you will see the word sync right here. You just want to click that button after you've created your GeForce Now account. And again, this is using the desktop PC app. I'm assuming that the Mac app is similar. I don't have a Mac, but I'm sure it's similar. Now, if you ever want to disconnect it, you can just do so by clicking this button right here. All right. Same with Epic Games, Steam, GOG, and so many other storefronts like EA Play. You can launch those games and jump into them quickly. Xbox Game Pass for PC games are also available on GeForce Now, and I'm sure that one day we'll be looking at them highlighted on this front page. But right now it doesn't matter because it takes me 4 seconds to log into those games if I want to stream them on GeForce Now. And right here, this is the place you can go to test your network connection. So I'm just going to do that right now to show you all what my connection is like and how long it takes you all to get through this process. And then we're going to wrap this one up and get you all out of here so we can all stream more games at high fidelity, especially right here on GeForce Now Ultimate, y'all. It is the real deal. I'm not here to sell it or advertise it today, but I will let you all know that if you're serious about PC gaming and you don't want to worry about downloads and updates and all that kind of stuff like that, maybe there's an occasional patch or two or whatever. They have to make sure the games stay up to date, right? But people, if you just want to jump in games like these Ubisoft titles like Splinter Cell, and Splinter Cell Conviction is one I'm going to be trying instantly, then jump on in. But right now, this is what everything's looking like, which is spectacular on my end, right? But you want to come out here and test things out before you jump into these games, people, because it will let you know. GeForce Now, this test will let you know if you're having problems or if you're going to be able to stream these games with no issues on GeForce Now. Right here are my settings: 4K, 120 FPS. If you've never seen this before, adaptive VSync, reflex, HDR was just on. I can enable that by enabling it on my desktop PC. It's just so many features, man. Resolution upscaling, all of this stuff is right here. And if you're an Ultimate member, you can definitely check this box, or this button, which is in-game graphic settings, and it will save your graphic settings all the time. But that's all I have for you all today. I said it wasn't going to take too long. I will be streaming games live right here on this channel, you all, so keep it locked, because all I really want to do is play games on GeForce Now, and I've been neglecting my RTX 4090 for some reason. I know it sounds like I'm crazy when I say that, right? But to be able to jump into these games and not have to worry about which hard drive they're on, or if I have space on certain hard drives or SSDs or whatever the case is, that's what it's all about, you all. That's the future, and that's the promise of cloud gaming, to be able to get into these games quickly, easily. But you must have the internet connection, y'all. But if you can stream games at 4K like this video, or this video, if you can stream this on YouTube at 4K 60, you might be fine. You're definitely going to be able to play games on GeForce Now. All right, now whether you can reach 4K 120 FPS depends on your internet speeds and your internet conditions. All right, but with that said, you all, there's 3 things I need you all to do, and that's keep it safe, keep it positive, keep it gaming. I'm always going to be live streaming these because sometimes I will bring you all live gameplay. But again, if you can appreciate it, hit the like button, y'all. Subscribe today because I will be doing nothing but playing games. Until next time, thank you all and peace.